Let's talk about what it's like today. The cannabis industry has changed. We are seeing that vendors are driving education. Not only are dispensaries focusing on education and training, but we are seeing that vendors, people who are bringing your products, are really concerned about your staff knowing that what they're talking about. The more that your staff knows about a product, the better they are going to be at selling it. Same thing goes for if your staff uses the product, then probably a good idea for them to get a sample here and there if your state allows that. And that will help them educate themselves along with those products. Cannabis is mainstream now. It's on the news all the time. We know Grandma Sally's going down to the dispensary to pick up some stuff for her arthritis. We know that there's a dispensary popping up on every corner. And if that's not true in your state now, it will be one day. And it's all very, very exciting. Safe banking. In 2019, we had a Safe Banking Act passed here in the US. It essentially made it so legitimate cannabis businesses could bank safely here in the US before things were tricky. Consistent supply chain. So our producers, the people who are bringing the products to the market, are learning the trends of the market and are able to provide us a consistent supply chain, and that's making our dispensary operations a lot more streamlined. Data-driven marketing. So before we were talking dataless, now we are talking about data. So over time, through marketing to people and seeing the results of that marketing, we are able to take those trends and make better decisions in the future. So we are really, really blessed here at Unity Road to have a wonderful in-house marketing team, but highly advised to really pay attention to your marketing, your online presence, your social media, your guerrilla marketing, your word of mouth marketing, and that we'll get into a little bit later in the presentation. Vetted software and technology. Now we've been around in this industry for a while, so you can kind of call around and see, who's doing what. You can go on some of these big names and some of these big guys like BioTrack, LeafLogix, FlowHub, and you go on their websites and you see how many dispensaries they're serving. You see that they do have, they've been vetted. They've taken the time and they're doing what they need to do to stay relevant in this game. Brand loyalty and awareness, like we were talking about before it just wasn't there, just because products brands would drop off, would go away, some would remain. But now people are learning what they like, people are learning what they need, people are learning where they want to buy it, and they're gaining that loyalty. And last but not least, we have packaged flower and quality products. So along with brand loyalty and awareness, people are loyal to these brands because of the quality of the products have increased. They've become more consistent across the board, state to state. And also people are focusing more on prepackaged flower and concentrates. So what that means is the supply chain is less disrupted. We are sure that this producer is going to give us X amount of packages. We don't have to worry about taking X amount of pounds and converting that into X amount of eighths, trying to figure out how many eighths we are going to, like all of these things. Just getting prepackaged flour really streamlines all of that and keeps your quality product fresh.